Good afternoon. We are back. We got our Wednesday night Tier 1. Let's see. Get some details. It looks like we got Snipes out on track already, followed by Koto, Huff, and Echo. Black Spartan coming out, Georgie coming out. Quite a few people coming out early. Again, some of these people might be reserve drivers, so I don't know who's who. Well, tonight should be a good one. We have, considering it's Tier 1 division, so the best of the league are here. And Snipes is gonna get us started off right here. I said it yesterday, I'll say it again, and I'll say it the next time, and the next time, and the next time, but watching qualifying is extremely boring. We should almost start stream after qualifying's over. I'm gonna start a petition on that. Hopefully I can get everybody involved, that'd be great. Looks like Snipes might have abandoned his lap there. So then I guess it's going to be Koto starting things off then. Already starting with a sub 29 with Koto as ooh. How fires back. Getting us started with a sub 28 already. Oliveira crosses the line P3. Georgie, he crosses the line P4. Did not expect Georgie to get a 32. Black Spartan also crosses the line. He'll sit in P4. Looks like we have Senny coming up. Then he crosses the line, good enough for a P2. Still half a second back to Huff. Apparently, Huff doesn't need a hot track to put in a really good lap time. He says, let's get this over with. That's down that 27.7 right and early in this qualifying session. Looks like Great Ace might be doing 2 outlaps. Oliveira out on one right now. Only a small handful of cars out on track at the moment. Good to see 18 people in the lobby. Oliveira good enough to jump him up one spot and not knock down Kotu down a peg. He finds himself sitting in P3. The Squirrel halfway through his hot lap. Snipes, where's he? Yeah, he's coming around the final corner. Got Irish Bull going through sector 2 as we speak as well. The Snipes gonna get it in his first lap time. He'll find himself in P3, knocking down Oliveira. So Huff with that 27.7, half a second on the next driver. Got Irish Bull followed by Squirrel, both coming through the final corner, trying to set their first lap time. Irish Bull coming across, 28.6, enough for P5. Snipes finally puts in his lap as well, good enough for P4. Still, looks like Huff might be untouchable. So Great Ace getting his first real lap in. So not able to really make up anything. Great Ace finds himself in P9. So Snipes is about to go into the pits. As we're on board right now with Echo, he'll come around the final corner. Still yet to put in a lap time as he'll find himself jumping into P8. Georgie also on a hot one. Being followed very closely by that Ferrari there. Looks like Rasha getting a little cheeky. Trying to steal the draft away from George here. So with Georgie and Rasha both crossing the line together. So Georgie finds himself, in P2, right behind the Huff. Almost identical times from both of them. About .006 difference. 6,000. And then Rasha takes full advantage of the draft from Georgie there. He'll find himself in P4. Really close between the first four drivers there. All within a tenth from P1 to P4. Almost very similar what we saw last night over in our realistic division. So Gary out on track. About 8 minutes left to go. Oh, 6 minutes left to go. So Gary and Paulie still without a lap time, as both cars are both currently setting a hot one. A Black Spartan doing a hot lap, followed by Echo also on one, both in Sector 2. Liviaro close behind. Then he out on a hot one. Got a handful of cars right now currently on a hot lap. Looks like Gary's going to be the next one for us here as he's coming through the front stretch. Gary will find himself in P11, followed by a Ferrari. For Perfect Polly's going to start his right here, actually. Perfect Polly opting for 2 out laps. And Echo finds himself in P9. Black Spartan coming around for his second lap here. He'll come around the final corner. Currently sitting in P12. He'll jump up to P8. Liviaro getting his second lap in. Does not improve. Looks like Koto about to start one here. Not sure if Gary's on a hot one or if it's just his in lap. Snipes might be on one right now. So Snipes currently sitting in P6. He'll improve. He'll jump up to P5. He'll knock down Senny down one. Echo coming in. Koto currently on one. Black Spartan's coming in, I think. We got Oliveira here. Starting another hot one for us here. Just about 3 minutes left to go in this session. Koto coming across. He'll jump up quite a few. He's himself into P6. Really close stuff from our top 6 drivers. Top 7 even. 3/10 separates P1 to P7. 1/10 separating P1 to P4. 2.5 minutes left to go. Should start to see some cars pouring out of the pits any second. Oliveira might be on one right now. Yeah, let's see, Irish Bull out on a lap. Great Ace doing 2 out laps. We got 9 cars doing their first out lap. So this is about to get hectic here at the end. It's gonna be really hard to follow. So Rocket, you have to come out of the pits. He might be a reserve though, I'm not sure. So Huff starts his hot lap after getting that 27.7 early on. But now with the track being much hotter, might be able to improve on that one. Okay, looks like Senny's gonna be the first one to cross, followed by Echo, I think. So, all eyes are on Senny at the moment. Guess he'll come around the final corner with Echo close behind. So Senny taking pole, coming from, I think it was P7. So he'll sit on pole at 27.5 or 27.6, but Huff answers right back with a much hotter track, 27.5. Several cars coming down. We got George followed by 2 Red Bulls as Georgie puts in a better 27.5. He'll take pole. Both Perfect Polly and Rasha see themselves in P3 and P5, both Ferraris. Irish Bull coming in. I think Squirrel coming around the final corner. Squirrel finds himself P4. I think now it's all up to Great Ace to end this thing, but he'll come into the pits right here. I think that's gonna about do it for us. I think Rocket might have just been a reserve. Let me get a quick sneak peek at the standings. I'll do an overview of the standings in a minute, but yeah, I thought Huff had it in the bag there for pole position, but Georgie takes it away from him. So just a quick rundown of the order. We got Georgie and Huff starting things off on the front row, followed by Perfect Polly, Squirrel Girl, Denny, Rasha, Snipes, Koto, Irish Bull, Oliviera, Echo, Black Spartan, Gary, Great Ace, and then we got Rocket, MFG, KBT, and someone else. I think we got 4 reserve drivers starting in the back for us here. As reserve drivers not able to qualify here in IUF1, they have to start in the back if you do not have a full-time seat. That is the rule, so... But quick rundown of the standings. We do have Squirrel currently in P1 in the Drivers' Championship, only by 6 points ahead of Irish Bull. Then we got Ryan or Rasha, 7 points behind Irish Bull. We got Perfect Polly after that. The Squirrel sitting in the top spot with 98 points. So still got about, I think, 7 or 8 races left. So anything can happen. And we do have Ferrari in our Constructors' Championship, currently sitting in P1 with a pretty solid 18-point lead over the Haas, followed by Aston Martin right after them. So Team Ferrari and Squirrel, the drivers and teams to look out for, leading our championships here for our Tier 1 division. But we'll go racing in probably about 4 minutes time. We're going to give our drivers plenty of time for strategy, and we'll be right back with some racing. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty. Looks like getting some info from our Discord. Looks like the 30-second countdown has started already. Should be going green any second here now. Alright, we got one. Two, oh! Alright, we're good. So Georgie with a really good start here. Looks like we're almost going to go 3 wide into turn 1. Looks like we got an RB going off track there. We got a Haas spinning out. Cold tires will do that to you. As everybody slots in single file here. So not too much carnage. I think I did see the RB of somebody. Might have been Black Spartan, but he didn't spin out, so... But the Haas of Senny did spin out coming out of turn 2, or maybe it was turn 3. But he should catch back up once the rest of this field starts to stretch out a bit, so I don't think he's out of the woods just yet. But everybody stacking up single file now. So we survived lap 1. So DRS open this time by. Looks like Rasha's trying to get a move down on Huff. Huff already down 1 position, not trying to lose another one. As Huff defends very nicely, Rasha not able to get around. A really tight pack right here. From P3 to P6. And then, as I said, Senny already joining the backpack. So it looks like George not able to escape Squirrel. As Squirrel just barely sneaks into DRS range. Ooh, looks like Snipes trying to go around on the inside of Huff. Huff loses position to both of the Ferraris. He might have cut that corner. So Huff losing 3 positions in that 1 lap. Not looking too good for him. He is on the mediums, just noticed. Get some detail up here. Yeah, so Huff already down 4 positions there. Oh, but he did get overtaken by a couple of medium users. We do have an early pit stop coming from the McLaren of Oliveira. We might have a new leader on our hands here. The Squirrel goes around the outside of George here. Getting a little loose there. George not too worried very early in this race like 25 more to go. George should get the leapfrog done right here easily. But Squirrel says no, he's gonna push. Hopping on board with Echo. Irish Bull trying to defend the outside. Trying to defend the overtake. Really good stuff from Irish Bull there. Echo not able to do anything. It also doesn't help the Irish Bull also with DRS. As Echo goes for it again, trying to go down the outside. Irish Bull holding his position nicely there, but Echo does get the move done eventually. Both drivers still side by side as they go through turn 9 and 10. Irish Bull not done yet. He'll go down the inside. Both cars battling really hard, letting Black Spartan get away from them. Black Spartan now out of their DRS range. Oh, it looks like the Aston, ooh, saves it. So Echo taking a really big spill. He's going to lose a lot of time there. Echo losing about 5 or 6 seconds of time there. Does save it from hitting the wall though. Hop back up to our leaders here. We got a 3-car battle here for the podium. As George and Squirrel are still going at it, going too wide down into turn 4. Rasha with a bowl of popcorn in his hands, just watching everything unfold, nothing he can do. They go side by side through turn 8, and the battle still continues, going down into 9 and 10. Not sure who's going to get the DRS. So George with the DRS, with Squirrel retaining the lead. So these drivers burning up their softs for sure. With Perfect Polly and Snipes and Huff right behind them on the mediums on cruise control. As long as these medium runners can sit in their DRS, I think they're going to be quite happy sitting where they are. So Rasha getting around Georgie. Makes the pass happen. Now both Ferraris find themselves in P2 and P3. So we have a 6-car battle for the lead here. Should be getting very close, if not already there, to the crossover, or the softs. Just don't do it anymore. We're gonna go too wide. Georgie and Polly still too wide, and both cars with DRS. Oop. Georgie almost did it there. So we have another 4-car battle. Battle for P7. We got Irish Bull, Rocket, Koto, and Dante all grouped up together right here. Might see a pass from Rocket. The Rocket choosing to go down the outside. Gets the move done. All 4 cars all on softs. Ooh. Irish Bull slipping up a little bit, allowing Kodo the opportunity to go down the inside after turn 3 and get the move done. Oh, I think Irish Bull could have taken advantage of Kodo getting loose, but chooses not to. He gives it to him. By the looks of the track map, we got a couple of trains going. Got a 6-car train followed by a 4-car train. Then we have several 2-car battles commencing at the same time with the back of the pack. We have a couple of standalone cars in no man's land. So after that 4-car pack, we got MFG and KBT. Hopefully they're trying to leapfrog each other and work together. We got Echo, who's in no man's land. Then we got Senny and Grey Ace, might be working together. And then we do have Gary, Oliveira, Black Spartan coming into the pits. The Black Spartan, first one to get those softs off. He might be doing a 2-stopper. When it comes to pit strategy here, what we've noticed, the 1-stopper is possible, considering the fact that we do not allow any car to use hards. So it looks like Rocket might be getting double overtaken. Ooh, that was close. So we go too wide through turn 1 with Irish Bull and Koto, and through turn 2 and 3. Irish Bull making up 2 positions there. But Koto goes down the inside. They make contact. Don't think it was hard enough for any damage. So Koto's going to lead our pack here as Rocket loses 2 positions there. Nothing he can do though without DRS in such a long front stretch here at Bahrain. We jump back up to our front pack here. No shuffling going on until we get to that front stretch again. Hopping on board back with Stenny. The battle for P13 with Echo. Still can't believe these soft runners are leading this 6-pack right here at the front, even after 9 laps. You have another pit stop coming from Koto. The battle for the lead getting really dicey there between Squirrel and Georgie. Rasha just enjoying the view. I'd say the 3 cars behind them, all on mediums, Polly, Huff, and Snipes, just enjoying themselves. Just happy to get pulled along by these soft runners. The undercut is going to be massive when these soft runners up in the front finally decide to come in. We do have Squirrel and the Aston coming in. Ooh, Huff and Snipes into the pits. Going for another set of mediums. Did not expect to see 2 medium runners coming in so early. So, 3 out of the 6 lead cars opting to pit. Surprisingly, 2 of them were already on the mediums. Now that I think of it, I don't think Monday night or Tuesday night we saw any safety cars. No? No commentator's curse? I did see a car go off track, so almost. I almost made one happen. So out of our top 7 drivers, all on softs, all 11 laps old. I wonder who's going to be doing the one-stopper, because we saw it work out last night. Ooh, we have a cluster of cars back here. Some of our lead drivers getting mixed up with the midfield here. Ooh, a lot of banging going on. Uh-oh. Alright, no safety car, no virtual. We hop back up with the battle for P6. But really, it's between MFG and KBT. Squirrel needs to get around both drivers as quickly as possible here. Ooh! 3 wide for a second there, but Squirrel desperately needs to get around. And he does so. Snipes on the back of Senny, another front runner that pitted, getting stuck in traffic. It looks like we have a retirement in the pits. So Gary's going to be out of this race. We've got some of our lead drivers still in traffic here. Getting into the mix of the battle that was KBT and MFG, but Perfect, Polly and Huff both go around them. MFG coming into the pits. Still have 4 drivers on 13 lap old softs, definitely going for the one stop. MFG might be doing the same. So I think KBT just enjoying the DRS from these lead guys. We have another retirement in the pits. So Georgie gets around Senny there. Desperately needed to get around him. So a lot of the field in a bit of a mix-up at the moment. A lot of cars on a lot of different strategies. So KBT might be coming in this lap. But he does, so Georgie probably really happy to get some DRS there. Georgie's got some time to make up to catch up to the people he was battling with at the start of this race. A squirrel, a squirrel with a 2.5 second gap. The second place there is he's gonna pull away from us here maybe. We got a 3-car battle here. We got Huff, Polly, and Snipes. Polly on the different strategy. Not sure if they're gonna try to battle each other or maybe work together. They do have Squirrel almost 3 seconds now in front of them. As Georgie takes our fast lap. We do have another 3-car battle in our midfield here. We got Dante Rocket and Irish Bull. Battle for P8. There's all 3 cars. Go through turn 10. Rocket. Rocket with DRS gets the pass done easily around the inside of Irish Bull. You have quite a bit of cars in the back here. Looks like Great Ace after 15 laps. He'll be coming in. I think he came in just a little early. I think he should have waited another one before throwing those softs on. The 3-car battle for P8 continues, with Rocket leading it. I mean, Irish Bull. Rocket trying to get the leapfrog done, can't. They made the pass happen last lap, couldn't get it done this time. Oh. We do have a pit stop coming from Squirrel, one of our front runners. Coming off of only 7-lap-old mediums, might be throwing the softs on. So Squirrel with another set of mediums. He'll get slotted up with this 3-car battle here. So Squirrel looks down the inside, not able to get it to stick because those tires are cold. Dante's going to take that position right back away from him. And it looks like we have ourselves a new leader. It's Perfect Paulie going down into the DRS of Sector 2. He's going to take the lead. Squirrel doing anything he can to get around these midfield guys. I think Squirrel just needs to take the time to save up a bit of DRS. He's going to want to get around these guys. And we do see a pit stop coming from Paulie, coming off of those softs. We should be throwing on the mediums. So Squirrel fighting for his life back here with these midfield guys. Oof, a little bit of contact with Irish Bull there. Squirrel with the inside line though. Still more contact with Irish Bull. And Irish Bull cedes the position, lets him go through. I think all 4 of these drivers, I don't think any of them are going to be pitting. Let's hop back up to our front runners here. So Snipes with a little bit of a decoy. Huff goes into the pits, so now it's a 2-car battle. With Russia close behind. The Squirrel continuing to make moves, trying to get around this pack. And he finally gets it done after like 3 or 4 laps. Oh, one moment. Alright, there we go. So now the battle for the lead between Snipes and George. Snipes on 9-lap olds. George only on 6 laps. Followed by Rasha on 5-lap olds. So Snipes might be hurting once we get towards the end of this race. So Huff with a purple sector too. I think we might have seen the last of the pit stops. The only driver currently on track with the oldest tires is our leader here. Don't think he plans on pitting either. And okay, so Koto, our 3rd driver to retire in the pits. Polly looking down the outside, squeezing his way around Rocket. Jumping back up to our leaders now. Battle for the lead. Georgie getting around Snipes there, coming out of turn 3, going into turn 4. Just 3/10 separates them. They do have a 3.5 second gap to the P3 behind them. You have a 2-car battle brewing between. Ooh, oh shoot. A little bit of an accordion action going on. Not sure if we have any damage. I'm sure everyone not too happy with that one, as I think Rocket might have spun. I'm not sure if there was contact made that led that to happen. But everybody hitting each other nose to tail there. And just a little chain reaction. You see a pit stop coming from Snipes, one of our leaders. That's going to let Georgie with a 4.5 second gap. Ooh, a lot of contact made between Dante and Huff there. But Dante coming in. I'm sure Huff not too happy with what just happened there. Neither driver happy. The Snipes comes out of the pits right into this 3-car battle, making it a 4-car battle. I guess Snipes didn't think that his mediums were gonna last, so comes in, opts for the softs. Now Snipes might be able to get Huff here. Does have the tire advantage. So the battle for P5. Got Huff with Snipes closely behind. I think both of these drivers, I don't think it's in their best interest to work together. I just think the gap is too far big to catch up to P3 in front of them. I think it's in their better interest to just fight each other here. And then we got Squirrel and Paulie both fighting for P3 here. Crazy to see that all these drivers were neck and neck for like the first 10 laps or so. The tire strategy really comes into play here, especially with the no hards rule that we have here in IUF1 for Season 10. But it looks like the one-stopper has definitely been the dominant strategy. Seems like starting on softs and taking them as long as they'll allow you to before popping, and then throwing on the mediums and going the rest of the way. This seems to be the play here. Now we're going to see a lunge into turn 1. I think we do. So Senny goes down the inside into turn 1. He'll come out in front, coming out of turn 2. In front of Rocket there. Jump back up to our leaders here. Well, actually, battle for P3, I mean. Trust me, there's nothing interesting going on with P1 and P2. The Squirrel and Polly still going at it. Look like we might have had a little bit of a spin or something from Great Ace. Not sure what that was. I don't think Polly is close enough to make a move happen down into turn 1. As he is continuing to save battery. Both drivers saving battery. Both on very similar strategies as well. So it looks like we just have a lot of two-car battles happening. We got at least 5 two-car battles, I think, happening on track. About it. So next time by, 3 to go. Oliveira might be trying to make a move on KBT here. Going down the DRS into Sector 2. Don't think he's going to be close enough. Yeah, he lifts off just a little bit. Oliveira on 9-lap old softs, Senni on 10-lap olds. Oliveira should get the move done easily. But he'll go around KBT, taking P10. But I'm sure it's long from over. Those 10-lap old softs are going to do him no justice here. He needs to protect those tires. In a couple of laps, getting onto the last lap, he might be in puncture territory. Oh. We do have the Haas of Senni spinning out into turn 10. Oh, Snipes, one of our leaders, picks up his first 3-second penalty there. It might cost him the position to Huff. So Huff and Snipes slowly reeling in Squirrel and Polly in front of them there. Last time I remembered it was a 9 or 10 second gap. Now closed down to about 1.5 seconds. So Huff and Snipes on the 2-stopper. Everybody in front of them on the 1-stopper. Don't think it's in Snipes' best interest to try to battle with Huff here. Now with that penalty on his hands. So 1.5 laps to go. Should be at the crossover point right about now, though. The Huff making up a lot of time here. I think maybe Polly and Squirrel should have been trying to work together on their second stint here. So final lap of the race, 1 to go. Going down in turn 1 is one of the best overtaking opportunities. So it looks like the Ferrari goes down the inside into turn 2, gets around Squirrel, Polly up into P3. But then Snipes wants to come in and say hello. Even though he has a penalty, I don't think Huff's gonna like that one too much. And Georgie just lucking out with the DRS there from Rasha. Georgie up into P1. Still retaining the lead. Huff goes down the outside into turn 11. I don't think it's going to be enough to get Squirrel or Polly here. As this softs are probably completely dead. So George is gonna win it. Followed by Rasha, who finally got DRS on the last lap. Then we got our 4-car pack coming through. So Polly, Squirrel, Huff, and Snipes. That's your top 6 right there. Now we got Rocket coming around the final corner. Both Haas drivers. Nose to tail with each other. Ooh. A little bit of a photo finish there from the Haas. Up next we got Dante, followed by Oliveira, but they're gonna swap positions from Dante's penalty there. At KBT coming in P12, followed by Black Spartan. MFG. So I think Georgie, I think Georgie was leading in the points. And that's just going to further extend his lead for Tier 1. Or no, it was Squirrel who's in the lead. So Rocket D the D here. Don't remember who picked up fast lap. You all got beat by a girl. So really good points from Ferrari. Currently sitting in P1 for the constructors. Both drivers finishing P2 and P3. Nothing too shabby about that. Podium's podium. Alright, so we got a rundown of the leaderboard here. So Perfect Polly did take the fastest lap. The 130.1. So we have Georgie on the top pedestal there, followed by Rasha and Polly. That's going to be your podium here. Then we do have Squirrel, Huff, Snipes, Rocket, Irish Bull, Lenny, Oliveira, Dante, ABT, Black Spartan, MFG, Great Ace, and then Kotu, Echo, and Gary all choosing to retire in the pits. So quite a few cars going for the one-stopper, but the one-stopper did win it. So I think that's the strategy. So thanks for tuning in, joining in, or re-watching. Appreciate it. We are racing tomorrow night, Tier 2, same time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to tune in tomorrow night for our Tier 2. See ya.